It was one of the coldest days I've ever felt in Chicago. The snow was falling thick, the wind biting, and the world outside looked like it was made entirely of white. My friends and I had gone to a large empty field just to play, throwing snowballs and laughing, even though the wind burned our faces. That's when I heard it. A sound so faint I thought maybe it was the wind. A tiny, broken meow. I stopped. My friends kept laughing, but I held up my hand. "Wait, did you hear that?" I asked. At first, nobody did. Then, through the storm, we all heard it again, a weak, pitiful cry. We ran toward the sound, boots sinking deep in the snow, and there, almost buried, was a tiny kitten. Her fur was frozen stiff, her little body trembling violently, her eyes only half open, like she was already letting go. She was so small, so fragile. "Is it alive?" one of my friends whispered. I didn't answer. I just scooped her up. She was like ice in my arms. I could feel her thin ribs through my gloves. She let out the weakest sound, and I whispered, "Hold on. Please, hold on." We ran straight to the nearest animal hospital. Nurses rushed her inside. They wrapped her in blankets, rubbed her with heated towels, and put her on oxygen. Minutes felt like hours. Finally, the doctor came out. "She's alive," he said, "but it's serious. Her lungs are damaged from the cold. She's very weak. We don't know if she'll survive the night." Those words cut through me. My friends looked at each other in silence, but I couldn't take my eyes off her tiny form fighting for breath. I knew, right then, no matter what happened, I couldn't walk away. "If she makes it," I told the staff, "I'll take her home. I'll do whatever it takes." That night was one of the longest of my life. I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying her faint cry in the snow and the thought that maybe I hadn't found her in time. But the next morning, she was still alive. Weak, but alive. Day by day, I visited. I brought her blankets, toys, anything I thought could comfort her. The doctors warned me she might never fully recover, but slowly she began to eat. Her eyes opened wider. She started to move, and one day I felt a tiny vibration against my hand. She purred. That was the moment I knew she wasn't giving up, and neither was I. I brought her home. I gave her a bed by the heater, though she always preferred my lap. At night, I listened to her breathing, sometimes wheezy, sometimes shallow, but alive. I named her Hope, because that's what she carried with her through the snow. That's what she gave me the moment I heard her voice. Hope survived. She still bears the scars of that winter. She curls up close to the warmth more than most cats. She sometimes coughs, but she's alive. She's playful. She's my family. And she's proof that sometimes, even in the coldest, darkest places, life refuses to give up. If you're lucky enough to hear it, you can help it. Hope's story reminds us that even the smallest cry for help deserves to be heard. Life can be fragile, but it can also be incredibly strong when given a chance. If you ever see an animal in need, don't look away. You could be the reason it survives. You could be the reason it finds hope again.